What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails into Reverie. Last time we handled the first part of Project Tearfing, and now we're going to be moving back to Magica Alisa LS Episode 2, Stall-Ritter Strike. This will be the last video before we move back into Rufus's main story, so let's get right to it. It's going to be weird going back into this little, like, weird reality thing. This AU where they're magical girls. And Rain is like a demon lord. Inspired to save their beloved classmate Alisa from mortal danger, Yuna and Muse chose to become magical girls. They took up newfound duties with aplomb, working to repel the underworld's forces one after another to keep them from stirring up trouble. But for all their sparkling charm and spellbinding efforts to trounce the enemy for good, new twists continue to lie in wait just around the corner. Okay, girls, every second, every monate, demons from the underworld try and sneak their way here. What does that mean? It means you gotta patrol. If only I could, but the newest anime I've been simply enamored with is set to air this evening. I need to go home if I want to catch it. You're playing hooky again over anime? Yeah, anime. Shocking. What gives? Your last excuse is that there was a clearance sale you couldn't afford to miss. I figured you must have been hurting for Mira. That's a generous assumption. She looks like she's walking around with cash to spare. You're not telling me she's been lying to us. Is it true, Muse? Say it ain't so. Now, no need to kick up a fuss. Even if I can't say, a girl's gotta have her secrets. I'll see you later, ta-ta. Oh no, you can't run away from me. Hold on, Mona. If anyone sees you, we'll be in big trouble. Relax. If I see anyone, I'll just flop over and pretend to be a sweet Mona plushie. Did you say something? I'm just a rabbit, a sweet Mona plushie, nothing else to see here. Nope, you must be hearing things. I guess so. Gosh, she's stepping right on me. I could have sworn I just stepped on something soft and squishy, but I don't see anything like that on the ground. Just how fast is this little guy? Of course you don't. Now you must be seeing things, feeling things, straight up imagining all kinds of things. I guess so, again. That was horrible. I thought I was done for. Quit your whining. I'll throw you in the washer when we get home, leave you to dry in the sun, and that's problem solved. You'll be good as new. I only pretended to be a plushie. I'm a living, breathing creature. I don't want to be hung out to dry. It's from Allie. Hey, Allie, how's it going? Did you end up trying that pancake joint I was telling you about? Yes, their pancakes are very delicious. Glad to hear it. Let me know if you ever got a hankering for some ice cream. I got a great spot in mind for you. Understood. Wait, I didn't call you to talk about food. This is an emergency. What happened? A considerable spike in mana was detected earlier in town. And whatever their source, they seem more like your typical enemies. It's not good, so where in town exactly? You'll find them in the shopping mall over by the station. Thanks. They just had to show their faces during peak shopping hours, huh? Then let's show their faces to the pavement instead. Come on. You and I both know I'm no good in a fight. You go on ahead, okay? I'll catch up later. Got it. I'll come with you, Yuna. Lovely. It's quiet here. Too quiet. Hey, look who decided to join us. Muse, what are you doing here? Oh, it's you, Yuna. Did you sense that weird anomaly and decide to check it out too? Not necessarily that, but something is off. I don't understand what's happening. Just like that, every one of the mall goers fell asleep. I transformed before the same could happen to me, but still. So everyone here is knocked out? Right, and I haven't a clue as to how to go about waking them up. Are you doing okay? You seem pretty shaken up by this whole thing. I'm fine, really. You're a liar. Well, we know for a fact there's been a huge jump in mana around here. Maybe that's got something to do with this. Indeed, it does. That's because we, the Stall-Ritter, now claim this area as our domain. The Stall-Ritter? So you're the ones behind knocking everyone out. Wake up these mall goers and let them go now. If you don't, we'll make you... Yeah! Use A. I wasn't expecting you to strike without warning. Your aim is commendable, but it will take far more than that to defeat the likes of us. You have to be kidding me. I thought if I caught you by surprise, then surely. These two are Ines and Enea, two major war monagers and the toughest generals in the underworld army. They're bad news. We should run for it. Poor thing. I hate to tell you this, but you're not going anywhere. How can they be so strong? If we don't think of something soon, we could be in lethal danger. It's time we end this. Farewell. Not so fast. Allie, you're here. I recognize you. You used to stand with the Dark Prince. Have you turned your back against him in the Underworld Army? I will always be loyal to the Prince. Even now, my hope is to do whatever it takes to make him act normally again. If it means facing the Underworld Army instead of standing with it, then so be it. How cool. I applaud your valor. What the? Would you look at that? Darkest 2 is resonating again. Are you telling me... Where the hell did you even whip that out from? You don't have pockets. Altina, take this. What for? This device will change your dark powers into light. Alright. She transformed into a magical girl? Underworld demons can do that? So this is the power of a magical girl. I'd say we got the upper hand now. Now to launch our counterattack, and... Stop. Why? You may think we're stronger with our numbers, but even with hope on my side, it's as clear as day to me. We're stalled against the Stall-Ritter. This can't be. Why do you think I said to run? And we will. With my powers, we can easily escape them. So let's retreat for the time being and think of a better plan of attack. I mean, if it's all we can do. Yes, it seems we don't. What's wrong with her? I told you, you girls aren't going anywhere. Open, Dark Dimension. We gotta get sucked up in here and there again? I can't do this alone. Yuna, Muse, I need your help to break through. Cool. Magical Arcadius Ray.
Magical Archan, 行きます。ユーナさん、ミュゼさん、遅れないでくださいね。あるの方こそね。全員で必ず生きて帰ろう。
Well, we're back doing this. Oh, right, we have that feet power up. Oh, right, we need the, that was the right button. Boss time. It's literally just an archism. Looks like we got away. That was a close one. I don't think they followed us either. If they intended to do something inside the mall, it's likely they can't stray far from it. Seriously, Muse, what's gotten into you? You're usually so flippant and lighthearted. I never thought anything could get to you with how cool you managed to stay. Did something happen? Suppose I should come clean, huh? The truth is, I manage that shopping mall. Huh? You know how I lost my parents in an accident several years ago, don't you? Yeah, I remember. They were entrepreneurs. In a way, this mall here was the culmination of all their hard work. So when they passed, their pride and joy became mine. As luck would have it, I turned to be quite adept at running a business. Still, even if I'm adept, it takes all my time outside of school to keep it running as well as it does. It's no wonder you can't perform your magical girl duties. Wish you told us before, Muse. I would have understood. Yeah, I thought you were only ditching us so you could run off and have fun. Perish the thought, but if you knew sweet, frail me owned a whole shopping mall, wouldn't that put a rip between us? I'd say you cutely calling yourself sweet and frail does that more, but seriously, we're friends. Maybe we haven't been friends for long, but you've always felt so capable to me. Doesn't surprise me at all that you're a businesswoman. I'm with Yuna on both the sweet and frail thing and you being capable. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. But I'm glad I told you. Now you see why it's been bothering me so much that invaders from the underworld have taken over the mall. Want to do all I can to protect the legacy my parents left me. If only those demons weren't so strong. Yeah, I'm stumped. Stumped is a poor excuse in my book. You need the mall back, so we're taking it back. That's kind of you to say, Yuna, but what can we do? And no dodging that with weird answers. I promise I'm not dodging anything. I don't have any better ideas than you do. Maybe there really isn't anything we can do. No, there is. Alisa. Mona jumped right back over. Where have you been all this time? I went to look for a solution to our problem, or rather bring the solution to us. You don't mean... That she does. You look well, Mona. I miss your round fluffiness. And you have some new faces with you. Laura and Emma. Shut up, and aren't you Laura from the Kendo Club and Emma from the Literature Club? You guys know what's going on? So, they kept Emma in the Literature Club, but they put Laura in the Kendo Club as opposed to being in the Swimming Club. Judging by their outfits, they more than know. You're right. These are Magical Laura and Magical Emma, who are, according to my data, veteran magical girls. Close, but your information is a little out of date. Our last venture into the underworld made us realize we needed far more strength, so we trained independently to change our classes. You changed classes? Indeed. A mystical being saw my potential as a witch. I have since specialized in the way of sorcery to become Butterfly Witch Emma. And I elected to hone my physical skills. After mastering the Arcade School's ultimate techniques, I have awakened as Princess Knight Laura. Whoa! All that flew over my head, I'm not gonna lie, but it sounded really cool. With you helping us, we might just be able to wipe the floor with the Stall-Ritter. Hate to break it to you, but even with them, you won't be wiping anything. Why not? The Stall-Ritter is dangerously powerful. Any other manager is in particular is famed for her ability to absorb mana. The manager. The manager, I get it. That's why they decided to take over the mall in the first place, to amass the mana of all the people shopping there. Ines then uses that mana to fortify herself, making her impervious to both blades and magical light, so separate them. Manager, indeed. So that's what made Ines so invincible. Hate to admit it, but me trying to best them in the underworld is what put me in the mess I'm in with my abilities. The average person actually has a decent amount of mana to Mona Gay. They simply just don't know how to utilize it. Is that what gives the human world a higher rate of magical girl awakenings? I say as a resident of the underworld. The more I think on it, the more I don't see how we can possibly defeat the Stall-Ritter. No, with this much strength on our side, we most certainly have what it takes. I have a plan. Listen closely now. You're not getting away with this. Time to take you down. Well, after your dramatic exit, I didn't think you'd have the gall to face us again. Such fools, only defeat awaits those who defy us. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Let's do this.
絶望を照らす明日への光、希望の魔法少女マジカルアーちゃん。
New class 7, of course. If you magical girls are so confident you have what it takes, we'd love to see you try. I see you're as tough as ever. I'll cover you. Your fighters with me, NA the manager. And with me. Please, double teaming won't get you very far against me or any degree of teamwork. We'll see you as the last laugh. Now. Understood. An ambush, now I see you two. The advantage is ours, that means you've gotta go. You intend to force us apart? Almighty Gale, I beseech thee, or Almighty Gate, open thyself and send these souls to the beyond. So pretty much what I expected. Enea. Arr. Sounds like Muse's plan is going off without a hitch. I've got to hurry and do my part. Are we outside? You can stall us no longer, Stall-Ritter. It's time you accepted your fate and surrendered. You don't think you've won simply because you teleported me away from Ines, do you? Judging by our surroundings, we're still in town. It won't take long for her to find me. It's adorable how you're putting on a brave face. Getting you away from the mall was much more important than splitting you and Ines up. Doing that sealed off your source of your powers. You can't do anything now. It's clear to me why you gave no attempt to chase after us earlier. In order to absorb the massive amount of mana you needed, you have to choose where you intend to strike carefully. Stray too far and you're left with nothing to expand. Even if your partner did find you, you have no way of strengthening her like before. I can't believe you figured that all out. You're one sharp young lady. But you've only just begun your journey as a magical girl, and yet you're thinking like someone who's been at it for years. Underestimate yourself as a piece on her game board at your own peril. Enea. Forgive me, Ines, we've truly been had. Muse. The mall goers woke up, and none of them look to be worse for wear. That's good, really good. Because now it means we can all fight without having to hold back. We won't stand down just because you have your clever tactics. We shall fight with all our might. Open Dark Dimension. This is it, girls. For humanity's sake, you've got to take down the Stall-Ritter. Alright. Okay. Healing. Oh, okay. They're not playable. They just have a skill like, Fee does.
Yosh.
Oh, I get it. It just makes you stronger. Or higher. Oh, okay, and it switches out whoever you use. It almost feels like I'm playing Magical Girl version of Star Fox 64. All the dodging and everything you have to do in that game feels like this. Boss time. I wasn't expecting Magical Girls to put up such a fight. But no matter their strength, they're no match for a weak Stall-Ritter. How? Just where are they getting such phenomenal mana? I thought you couldn't absorb any mana here. About that, I forgot to mention, but when Alisa fought them in the underworld, they robbed her of most of her strength. That's why she can't transform anymore. Her strength is now theirs, and they're using that now to retaliate. That would have been nice to know a lot sooner. That puts us in a rather dangerous spot. Alisa was the first one among us to become a magical girl, so her mana is exceptionally potent. Just how can we overcome this? How pitiful. Hey, you're that girl who stepped on me. What's a civilian doing here? Jubilee? It really is you. Just where have you been? Why have you been answering our calls to assemble? I believe this girl is Sir Jubilee, leader of the Stall-Ritter, but she was thought to be missing for some time. Nuh-uh. I'd rather we not have to fight another one. You got it all wrong. I couldn't take another minute of secondhand embarrassment watching you get pushed around, so I'm jumping in to lend the magical girls a hand. Huh? You're what? You would turn your back on the underworld? Oh hey, this is Miriam Cold Steel 4. I don't understand, why are you... I'll explain after we fight and knock some sense into these two. I don't know what to process first here, but if you want to pick a fight, want to fight with us, far be it for me to say no. Pick an enemy and get their ass. Gal Pal Schoolgirl Jubilee. Prism Shield, okay. Oh, you can't attack her, you only fight Enea. Oh, they switch. Good work, team. Hilarious. We lost, haven't we? Phew, about time we won. That was a tough one. We only just managed to pull through. We're still in the thick of it, look. Why, Jubilee? How could you betray the Underworld Army? Betray us? You're our leader. Before the truce a while back was made between the two worlds, I sneaked in to see what humans were like. To get as up close and personal as possible, I disguised myself as a high schooler. My investigation concluded that this world was well worth building a positive relationship with. But when I reported this to Senior Command, an assassin was dispatched to take me out. You jest. I wish that assassin came for our very own Underworld Army. The timing was too perfect. They're perfectly capable of making it happen. I can't believe it. You, of all people. Between that and the Dark Prince's sudden change in personality, something is clearly going on behind the scenes. And if the Underworld Army I was is up to something nefarious, then I feel it's my duty to put a stop to it. Now that you know the truth, I'd like if you help me, Ines and Amp, would you? I don't know. No matter the reason, desertion is desertion. So you're satisfied with the way things are now? You're really satisfied with absorbing the mana of innocent civilians? We never used to resort to that, not even against our enemies. I can't imagine this is something either of you want. You're only doing this because you were ordered to, aren't you? I would be lying if I said no. I can't tell you what's going on. I can't tell you what's going on with the underworld or the army, but I can tell you that it isn't right. What better way to show the Stall-Ritter's loyalty to our realm than to do our part to right its wrongs? Well, too true. How could we be such fools? We're so close to forgetting why we swore fealty in the first place. You win. We'll join you, Duvalie. Besides, all I would do is worry if I knew you were taking this on alone. As would I. Part of our job is looking after you. Must I reiterate that I am not a baby? The uniform you're wearing states otherwise. It was for a high school girl, I think you said? She's right, looks adorable and youthful. They're teasing her so relentlessly, but from the look of things, it all ended well, yes? Yup, all's ended super well. Things couldn't have turned out better. A few days later... Okay, then, the next place is... Wait up! Ah, hi there, Muse. How could you all not invite me? I thought we were friends. Then do you intend to join today's patrol? If it's alright with you, from this day forward, you can count me to be a much more proactive in my magical girl duties. We're always going to be okay with it, but don't you still have the shopping mall to look after? I've been able to hire a lot more staff I can trust to handle some day-to-day responsibilities, thankfully. So this is literally like mirroring when she, even though she was the person behind Mila Mirage, she was having Aurelia and the rest of them handle it while she ran around with Class 7. And just how would business fare if demons were to run rampant? Sales would plummet. So please, let me do my part to keep this town and the rest of the world safe. Now that's making the most of your time in monetary terms and virtuous terms. A good businesswoman knows that time is money after all. Or that's all. I don't think most business owners slot saving the world into their schedule. Well, there is one other reason I want to strut my magical stuff a bit more. I've kept this a secret until now, but Green's such a dreamboat, isn't he? I've had my eye on him for a while. You what? What do you mean you've had your... Fee, is that you? Sorry, but do you mind holding on a sec? We're in the middle of a very important... Nope. My stuff's more important. The Underworld Army forces have been making their move. It's only a matter of time before the final battle's gonna kick off. Okay, so there's 3 parts to this. So that's gonna end this, and then... Yep, to be continued. So I'm there's gonna be a finale part. Okay. Next time on Magical Alisa. I love how it's called Magical Alisa, but she's not even one that's actively participating. No rest for the weary, huh? We might have taken down the mighty Stall-Ritter, but the Underworld Army's right on our tail. They'll be in the human world before we know it. They're gonna take all us magical girls, old and new, to enter the Underworld's Infernal Castle. Infernal Castle, huh? Will it be easy? Oh, I doubt it. But that won't be enough to stop us from trying to kick their sorry demon butts.
次回魔法少女マジカルアリサ RS 最終話決戦
Look at him.
コーマショーえ、もう最終話なんですか魔法少女マジカルアリサ RS
Okay, we're finally free. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just like so silly. Alright, well, we are finally all set with our stories for right now. So, well, I guess next time, we'll be moving on with the, whatchamacallit, we'll be moving on with Rufus's story. We'll finally be going back to Beyond the Forest, entering the prison. We have Duvali and Arios joining the crew, so we'll have definitely a decent amount of hands on deck to help out with that. So, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.